There we go. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Sultan High School. We are back. 2023 varsity football Sultan Turks. It's a beautiful, beautiful September evening here at Sultan High School. I am joined on the broadcast by none other than Matt Keeler. Welcome to the broadcast, Matt.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. Best time of the year here. Well, I mean, spring's pretty good too, but this is pretty awesome.
Well, spring hopes eternal. First football games of the year. You always are wondering, is high school doesn't get a whole lot of preseason games. The little bit of jamboree going on, which we had last weekend, but you don't really know what kind of squad you got until you got it. Get out there, put the pads on, and start hitting another team. We're getting ready for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem getting ready to start here in just a moment, and we will bring that to you here in a moment. All right, we're gonna name our starters first, and I'll let you help me with that, Matt, because you've been watching practice quite a bit, I'm sure.
Yep. So at center here we've got Monty Edwards. I believe is I think he's the lone returner on the line this year, junior. And then we've got number 54, Jacob Fettig, who's also a junior. He played some on the line last year as a sophomore. And we've got number 56, which is Cameron Herson, one of our sophomore linemen. And then we've got Sergio Oloa, who's a junior. I believe he's new to the school this year. And then 74, that's Dax Whitteman, second year playing football, came from Alaska. Starting at left tackle as a sophomore. We got Hayden Murphy, tight end. Number 3, Breck Bush, coming back after a hand injury last year. Junior Vargas, our sophomore. And then we've got our senior wing, Jonathan Van Pelt, number 33. Derek Feltner. Matt, your mic is on. Derek Feltner at running back. And Caden Keeler, our junior at quarterback.
First varsity start for Caden Keeler at quarterback?
Yeah, first start on offense. I think he had a couple on defense. He's actually, between COVID and injury, I think he's probably played about 10 games at quarterback in his life. So he's excited.
Well, the Evergreen Wolverines over there waiting patiently for the pledge or national anthem to be played, which we're going to do right now. All right, we are ready to roll. Friday Night Lights, here we go. It just doesn't get any better than this.
Nope, not at all. The sun's going down. Shouldn't be a factor.
Well, we are ready to have our Windmill Espresso kickoff. Windmill Espresso. Dave Moon probably should own stock in Windmill Espresso. Can't miss it. It's on the east end of town. I'm sure they have something pumpkin spiced flavored there right now. We'll let Dave tell me if that's the truth or not on that. But, yeah.
I'm not sure who won the toss, but Evergreen is receiving.
I'll bet you that the Turks won the toss. That's what they kind of looked like when they came out of the coin toss, and they'll defer to the second half. So we're going to see the Turk defense out there first.
Junior Vargas kicking off.
Junior Vargas, Mr. Electric is taking on punting and kicking duties this year, huh?
He hasn't punted since 8th grade, but he kicked a few in the end zone in 8th grade.
Well, hopefully that we won't have the adventures in punting that we have seem to have at Sultan for quite a while. That's
good hang time on that, down to the 15-yard line.
That's taken up there. Oh, he gets around the corner a little bit, gets taken down at the 25-yard line.
Carter Morrill on that return, a senior for the Wolverines.
Carter Morrill, number 7, 5'9", 150-pound wide receiver, defensive back, senior for the Wolverines. Here's a shout out to all of the Wolverine fans or players that are watching this on demand later. Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for making the trip out to Sultan. Returning the favor from last year, where the Turks went down and played you guys down at Evergreen. All right, taking a look here on the Turk side. Looks like our left cornerback is going to be Connor Talick, playing 6'2" senior, playing the left corner over there.
We got Gabriel Hernandez, a 6'1" senior at quarterback for Evergreen. Running play up the middle. Nice tackle.
Looks like the ball went down.
Junior Vargas stuffs him at the line.
That looked like that was going to go for 5 or 6 yards, and it ended up being maybe a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8.
Yep, 2nd and 8 coming up for the Turks. Number 19, Damian Shockey, is a wide receiver out there. He's a senior for they've got a pretty good size front line there for the Evergreen.
They do.
They got a good size for offensive line there.
Another run up the middle, number 4. That's Ernie Tofi.
Oh, that's going to be good for a first down.
About 10 yards on that.
Tofi is a 220-pound junior tight end linebacker. That is a big player.
They mark it down at the 39-yard line in Evergreen territory.
So 2 plays, 1 first down so far. Keeping the ball on the ground so far.
Yeah, it's weird early in the season. I mean, you can kind of look at what happened last year, but you don't really know what the team's going to do first game.
Yeah, you never know with transfers and kids coming back from injuries. And
Quarterback keeps
Keeper, he's going to be stopped. Oh, he gets back just past the line of scrimmage. Number 33 there for the Turks to finish him off, but he wasn't the first one to hit him.
Aiden Masterjohn, 88, was one of them in there.
Good. And Jonathan Van Pelt was there to touch him as he was down, but Masterjohn was one of the leaders in there on that play.
Aiden's a kid who's been a 4-year senior, played some as a freshman. One of 9 seniors for the Turks.
9 seniors this year. That's a lot of seniors at a 1A school. That's quite a bit. The 2nd and 10. They're going to run that sweep again with number 4 here probably. No, it's going to be quarterback keeper. They don't get contained.
He's blocked well.
They don't get the contain. He's going to pick up 5.
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4th, 45. Hey, I like these new uniforms for the Turks.
I can actually read the numbers. These are great. I like the Turk. I like the Turk blue on that. That's I really, really do like those.
WIAA just instituted new rules that they've been phasing in on the numbers, so that'll hopefully make things easier for reading these things. They look great up close, some of them, but from a distance, not so well.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a set of jerseys that we wear sometimes that I can't read the numbers, so I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That just means I'm old, folks. That's all that means.
All right, we got third and saying 4. Yeah, third and 4.
Third and 4.5.
They have not looked to throw the ball yet. Another running play. He's going to be stopped.
You know what? But they're gonna go for it there. Who was that masked man? Number 17 was there for the Turks.
It's Feltner.
Oh yeah, of course. The Feltner Express was there to change the track.
4th and 1.
They're going to go for it here. They're at the 50. They're at the 49-yard line. They're going to go. They're going to go for it.
I think you're going to see the quarterback either here up the middle or keep it.
No,
to the side.
the way that they've been running the ball, I would be running this.
I'd like to see him run it right to the right side where number 9's at on the Turks.
Oh, you think Hayden Murphy would like to get him in the backfield?
And try to get him to jump off sides. Oh,
now
they might be punting.
Yeah, number 16 for the Wolverines.
They were snapping
Houston
it, though.
Bowie.
That was not a decoy play. They were going to snap it.
Yeah, that's too bad for the Wolverines and a lucky break for the Turks there. That's going to make it 4th and
same personnel. So unless the quarterback's punting here,
yeah, it's going to be 1st and. Why is it 1st and 15? I don't understand how they got a first down.
New chain crew.
It says it's 1st and 15 on the board, and it's 1st and 15 on the field. So they gave them the first down on that last play. It wasn't 4th and 1. So we got number 9 going around the end. Gabriel Fernandez is good for. He's going to go down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, actually 35, I believe. 35 of the Turks. I'm going to have to go back and look at that because
I'm going to have to. I'll go back and look at the later, but I thought they were 4th and 1 there, and obviously they gave them the first down. First game jitters on my part, folks. I apologize. It's been since basketball season since I've been behind the mic.
We have yet to see a pass yet out of Evergreen, so let's see if the Turks will adjust here. Got a big line for them. Actually, some big backs, too.
There he goes again. Number 4. That's going to be good for
again.
5 or 6. They're really pulling on that clock. We are looking at 7:43 to go here in the first quarter.
Gain of 3. And you get 3 yards at a time. That's all you need. They're saying 2nd and 6. I got 2nd and 7.
Oh, tomatoes. Except on that 4th down play, which they said was a first down. So I saw that through Turk-colored glasses.
Now, it looks like we are moving everybody up. Oh, we got fumble balls on the ground.
Yeah, and Turks recovered.
With the recovery. Oh, they're going to call it a pitch or a shuffle. It's an incomplete pass.
Oh, well, if that's what it is.
Hey, we can watch it on here.
Yeah. We have a little bit of delay on our screen here so we can watch what happens.
Yeah, I guess that was a shuffle. Got a little cute on that one.
Well, yeah, they probably won't try that again. Hey, folks, make sure you're watching our sponsors here on the banner on the bottom of your screen, and make sure you guys utilize them. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you TurkPride.tv, our great sponsors.
So we got 3rd down and 6 here.
Well,
they are passing here. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he breaks containment.
He may have the first down.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
That's junior Ben Dilger on the tackle. Actually, probably saved the touchdown. Down at the 21-yard line.
He went back like he was going to pass, and the defensive end lost contain, and he said, "Oh, look at this! Look at the green in front of me," and ran for the first down. Now, remind me how the game went last year when we went to Evergreen. Wasn't it a pretty close game?
I believe 2 years ago was close. I think we won pretty convincingly. I know we were playing some subs at the end of that game last year.
I know a couple of years ago we had a real barn burner up here. They had a running back that just couldn't be stopped, and it was the running back show.
All right, we got about 6 minutes and some change here. I guess you guys can see that on the screen this year. That's nice. Another run up the middle. Got a couple of Turk tacklers there after he gains, again, 3 yards. As an offensive coordinator, if you can get 3 yards of play.
Yeah, I'd be doing it all day.
Yep.
If you could guarantee me 3 yards of play, I would do nothing but run the ball. 3 yards of play.
Got a little bit of pushing and shoving after that play. This is one of those things as a offensive lineman you love. Like, if I can instill my will on you and you can't stop me. So it's going to be up for the Turks here, who are undersized.
Yeah,
to step up here.
Like I said earlier, it's a pretty big offensive line for the. I'm seeing 270, 290, 280, 260, 290, 240, 245. That's what I'm seeing on the line. That's a good time for a timeout here for the Turks.
Evergreen, I believe, got that one, so that's their first.
Holiday weekend crowd here at Sultan High School.
Yeah, it's not bad considering school hasn't started yet. It's kind of rough. We're in preseason mode. We did not do the tailgate today that we usually do before the game. But that started for the next home game. It's one of those few games, though, where you're going to play a significant amount of time, daylight.
Well, we are going to get some. Sun is going to go down here across the mountains here in a little bit. We're going to be.
You know what's not here that I'm excited about?
Smoke.
A couple days ago, we were not looking great in the forecast for today, so I think that's moved on till tomorrow. Turks keep inching up a little bit closer.
So it looks to me like they're shooting a linebacker to disrupt the backfield is what is the adjustment that they've made. And when you do that, your defensive ends have got to keep containment. And if they get pinched in, it's going to be a long game. And your corners cannot bite. They have to be out there.
Got a gain of a yard on that play. Yeah, they haven't beaten us up the middle. Any of their big plays have been to the outside.
But you shoot him up the gap. You shoot that linebacker to speed the play up, and hopefully you get a mistake.
Yep. See if we can get Hayden Murphy into the backfield on this play. They do seem to be running away from him. Quarterback keeps it again. Did a better job with containment there.
It's going to be really close to a first down over there. He is not going to go down.
I think he's still a yard or so short, but hey, we were wrong last time, so we'll see.
We'll let our new chain gang and the people up in the box tell us what it's 4th and 1. So of course they're going to go for it. So Turks really being tested on defense.
It's an 8-minute drive right now.
Yeah, they've gone back to pass twice and they haven't thrown the ball because the defensive backfield, as we stated, is very experienced and very good. So for the Turks this year, that'll be a good matchup against Granite Falls with their new passing game this year, and our backfield, our defensive
4th
backfield.
and 1 here at the 12.
So let's see here. I wonder if we're going to run.
Oh, did they move the ball?
I think they did. We'll see what it comes up with.
There's no flags down.
Well, then they're going to give him a first down.
And see if I guess they threw a flag.
Yeah,
on the
that's
other
against
end.
the Turks. That's their first penalty. So with Turks decide we're just going to give them a first down. It's going to be first and
goal.
First and goal on the 8-yard line, I believe. 8 or 7-yard line.
Got 7.
So obviously we have some very, very electric weapons on offense.
We haven't seen that offense yet.
And if the Turks go and score too quickly, the defense may not have a chance to recover.
Yeah.
Are these defensive linemen playing both ways?
I think mostly. There may be a couple others that they put out there.
Oh, gonna get him for a loss that time. A host of Turks.
Yep, loss of 2. They're actually loss of 3.
Coming out of that number, is that number 44 there? Or?
Yeah, I saw 54, which is
54. That would
Hersom. No, Jacob Fettig.
Jacob Fettig
Jr.
Where's my buddy Elijah? Is he playing this year?
He is not playing this year.
Okay, he's one of my favorite Turk wrestlers from last year.
Yeah, I talked to him last week at the fair, and he said he wants to focus on wrestling this year.
Well,
Didn't rule out next year as a senior, but this is going to be interesting. It's tough when you get down there closer to the end zone. This offense is not very dynamic. It's pretty clear what they're doing. Defense can really start to bunch up a little bit. So it's going to be up to make some tackles, which
got to make the tackle. He's going to be, that's going to come down to about
6-yard line. A little bit past the original line.
Yeah, second and be 3rd and 6 coming up.
Should be.
Yep. Obviously 4-down territory.
I'd like to see them run Feltner up a little bit here. We got him back in the end zone, and I'm going to make them throw the ball.
Yeah, I definitely go with a single high safety.
He's still back about halfway in the end zone.
They're going to run in this to the left.
Yep.
That's where they're set up.
Oh, they threw it. Oh, it
Almost picked off.
Picked off. We got 4th down. It'll be interesting to see if they try the field goal. They were lined up for a field goal quite a bit in pregame. They spent about 5 minutes working on a fake PAT.
Well, guess what? That's what they're going to send out there.
All right.
It's amazing what you can find out if you arrive at the game early and watch the teams warm up.
I'm going to bet you a popcorn at the next game that this is a fake PAT.
You know what? I'll take that bet, and I don't mind buying you a bag of popcorn.
We do have another timeout, and I believe this is going to be Evergreen's 2nd timeout. Timeout, and I believe this is going to be Evergreen's 2nd timeout. Well, and I'm going to say they are going to pitch this to the left. We're going to see it snap to the holder, who's going to pitch it to the kicker, who's going to throw the ball over in the far corner.
Yeah, our coaches are on that, I believe. I don't think we're going to get caught unawares here. It's nice. It's nice to see. We had those years where we had a new coach. It seemed like every year for like 3 or 4 years in a row we had a brand new head coach, and to have Coach Rudd come back and coach and stick with it, and Coach Murphy come back.
There's a lot of experience on this staff.
And I was just so happy when Coach Rudd came back. I was just like, and then he's come back year after year after year after year. It's been nice to have just that continuity, and a coach in the building with the boys or young men or whatever it is we're supposed to call them these days. I think they come in as boys, and I think they come out as young men.
Well, it does not look like they are attempting the field goal now.
Nope. They're going to go for it here. This is still going to be a run to the left. Just got to keep contained.
Oh, that's motion.
Oh, you can't. The guy's completely offsides.
Yeah. Now they're going for it.
The defensive, the wide receiver on the left, he was running in the backfield when the motion hit.
Well, now they're bringing in some more personnel, so it'll be interesting.
Maybe they were trying to get him to go off sides and see if they could get a little closer.
Yep. See how this goes here. They're going to kick from the right hash. It's going to be a 26-yard field goal attempt.
Miguel Savia, 5'8" senior, is going to be doing the kicking.
Okay, it's up.
And it is good.
Yep. 3-zip.
Well, with the way that they moved the ball in that long drive, I think the Turks were to only give up 3 points there is a good thing.
Yep.
I mean, you'd like to give up no points.
You got to score to win the game, right?
Yeah. Folks, I haven't even gone into the chat room today. I probably need to do that. I don't even know if there's any of you guys out there watching.
I know of a couple who are out there watching.
Well, we got 29 viewers out there right now. That's good for a first game of the year here at Sultan.
Feel free to share about the NFHS network, but you're not going to watch it for free. Good break. Looking good.
All right, we got, looks like Feltner back and Keegan Almold back at the 22-yard line.
Keegan Almold now there is a very, very talented broadcaster right there.
That might actually be Connor Tallick. Yep, it's Connor Tallick. And he's gone. Don't block anybody. Don't block anybody.
Connor Tallick, touchdown, Turks!
77 yards. Actually, we'll call it 73 yards. We're going to wait some more for that explosive offense to take hold.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. The Turks have had the ball for 0 seconds on offense and now are ready with a chance to go up.
Going to go for the PAT here. And I believe 20 is probably, Landon Bauer Gailey, Jr.
And he switched numbers. Wasn't he number 11
He
last
was.
year? He switched numbers on me.
Was. PAT
Is good. That looked really good. Landon Bauer kicks it through. Landon Bauer Gailey.
So we got 106 remaining in the first quarter. The Turks have yet to take the field on offense, but they are up 7-3.
Over the Evergreen Wolverines. Who is the starting center for Sultan is one of the questions we have out here.
I believe that is, let me look here.
I don't know the answer to that.
Monty
question.
Edwards.
Monty Edwards is the starting center.
Junior. One of our starting linemen last year as well. I believe he started most of the time at center last year.
I see some names out there that I recognize from previous broadcasts. We're already jumped up to 37 viewers. And while we wait for the kickoff, we have rejoined the NFHS network. Just come to the YouTube channel, turkpride.tv. You get it for free, guys. But we are back as a member of the NFHS network.
Allison asked, what team are we playing? We are playing Evergreen. We turned out to the 35-yard line.
And we'd like to get them a little further back with the way that they were running the ball. Hey, Boys and Girls Club of Snohomish County. They're a sponsor this year. The Boys and Girls Club of Snohomish County is a nonprofit organization providing young people ages 15 to 18 with a safe and positive place to spend their time before and after school and during summer. Stay tuned to hear about upcoming activities here locally at the Sultan Boys and Girls Club. Don't forget about the Sky Valley Startup Events Center. The Sky Valley Arts Council and volunteers have restored the historic startup gym. It's really cool, everybody. It serves as a community event center. And we'll get back to that here in a moment.
All right, here we go. Let's see if the Turks can step up defensively and stop this run and contain the outsides.
Oh, he was met. Who was that masked man? 56 for the Turks.
Cameron Hersham, sophomore.
Cameron Hersham shot out of a cannon. Gain of 1.5 for Evergreen.
I had Cameron as an 8th grader, his first year playing football, so 2 years ago. And he was not afraid to come up and hit people. Bigger than him, didn't matter. He's got a little bit of that nasty in him that you'd like from those interior linemen.
Let's see, we've got Murphy's over on playing the linebacker on the right.
And he's going to, I bet he doesn't get past him this time.
I'm sorry.
Pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. We got 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
I don't know why they tried to do a pass other than the fact that they think that
we're onto the run.
After this stuffing the first one. Murphy was shot out of a cannon after him.
If you feel like going on a ferry next Friday, we are at Vashon.
Who's number 3? Who's number 3 over there? That's Breck Bush.
New number as well.
Breck Bush playing he wore 20 last time I knew him.
They do that just to confuse you.
You guys, you silly guys.
Well, 3rd and 8. Obvious passing situation. Junior
That was very
nice
good timing on that pass. It was very good timing.
So we got 4th and 8 at the 42-yard line. Actually, the 37-yard line.
So who's going to go deep for the Turks? That's going to be none other than
Keegan Arnold.
Keegan Arnold back deep.
One of the voices of the Turks, right, last year?
Yes, Stephen Lambert asks, is this Evergreen from the SeaTac area? Yes, this is from the Highline School District, West White Center area, but yes.
Keegan standing back at the 25. Evergreen looks like they're having some personnel issues getting people on the field. I don't think they're going to use a timeout here, but they can't send 2 guys off, I don't believe, and then have them come back.
Well, I think they got away with it.
All right, punts away. Keegan Fair catches it at the that's going to be 15 yards.
I didn't see. Did the flag?
Yep.
Is there laundry? Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yarder.
So the penalty happened at the 36. Turks will take over with 1 second, their first offensive possession, and they will be in Evergreen territory at the 49-yard line.
While they sort that out, it's a good time to talk about JB Fitness. Attention, Sky Valley residents. Are you looking for a fitness center that offers something for everyone? Look no further than JB Fitness on Main Street in Sultan. We have a wide range of class options, including our newest edition, Aerial Yoga. Plus, we have classes specifically designed for kids and seniors. And with 24/7 access, you can work out on your own schedule. Plus, don't forget about our Kids Club, available throughout the week. Check the schedule for times. Come join us at JB Fitness Family today and see the difference it can make in your life.
All right, here we go. 1 second left. Let's see what we decide to pull up here for the first play or only play on offense of the first quarter.
Now we've got 1 second to go here in the first quarter, and then we're going to really they're going to score here.
Throwing the ball to Murphy.
Murphy over the middle. Gets 10 yards. He's still on his feet. He's going around the corner to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Turks!
49 yards. We got Caden Keeler to Hayden Murphy for the first offensive touchdown on the first play.
First pass of the year for Caden Keeler goes for the score. Of course, now Murphy did a lot of work for that one.
He did.
He did a lot of work.
A couple nice blocks in there, too, on that cutback.
I only got a little bit excited, everybody.
So, again, we got Landon out there with the PAT. Keeler is holding. Hayden Murphy, the senior tight end, is our snapper.
You know, if I was going to make a bet on who was going to score the first touchdown, wouldn't have been Mr. Talik, but I'm glad he did it.
And PAT is good. Yeah, Connor is a nice story. Grew up here, went to Monroe for a couple years, moved back for his senior year. Was a really good youth middle school basketball player. So I don't know if he'll be out playing this year or not, but was part of a really good team.
It'd be nice to see him out there.
Good athlete, good kid.
Fabiola Gutierrez says, shout out to the cheerleaders. Oh, absolutely. Our state-ranked cheerleaders are every single year. They seem to be, they won state last year in some kind of competition, right?
They did. Absolutely. No band tonight. Hopefully, as school gets started back up, we'll get them out here. There's 6 home games this year, which is not normal. I think we had 4 last year, so I guess we're making up for it this year.
So I got my buddy Steve Lambert watching, and of course he's making fun of me while I'm on the air. Love you, buddy. I do get a little bit excited. My blood gets boiling a little bit.
So here's an interesting one for you. Not many times that you can have the ball for 1 second in the first quarter and be ahead 14-3.
Well, you do know I said we're going to score here, right? I did say that.
Yeah.
I just wanted it said out there to everybody. I did say we're going to score here. I really expected a pass over the top to Junior.
Well, Hayden Murphy had a play just like that last week for a touchdown in the Jamboree. And another one that he got down to about the 5-yard line. So he's
that was
grown
just
a lot over the last year. He's faster.
You know, that was amazing.
Yep.
That the effort put forward. That's one of my favorite plays that I've seen in years. That's amazing.
If you hit the timing of that right, that's tough to defend. Fumble.
Ball's out. He picks it up. Felder is going. Touchdown, Turks!
It's not a muff, so that is a touchdown because he had control. So that's going to be a 23-yard fumble recovery or fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, he caught it in the air, and he just went.
Yep. Now, had that been a fumble where he didn't have possession, it would have been stopped right there.
Right. But because he was able to move forward and with the ball, and it was popped out, then it becomes returnable.
I believe that was Junior Vargas on that knocked it loose on the initial tackle.
There we go. We're lining up. Landon Bauer-Gailey.
Turks finding new ways to score.
Well, 2 special team scores in the first half so far.
PAT's up. And it's good. 21-3 as we start the second quarter.
Oh, it's boy, that they go down there and they take up almost the whole first quarter, driving the ball down to get a field goal, and then
find yourself down a minute later. You're down 3 scores.
Not even a minute later,
Yeah.
you're down 3 scores. Icarus 801 says, yeah, I did call that touchdown with 1 second to go in the first quarter. Yeah, thanks, Icarus. It wasn't quite the way I pictured the play going. I didn't expect a Hayden Murphy special highlight reel for the ages. I expected it to be just Junior Vargas to outrun the defense and Caden Keeler over the top. Stephen Lambert, yes, this is the first game of the year for both teams.
That's down into the end zone.
Oh, he muffs that.
It's a touchback though in high school.
That's probably a good thing.
The ball is kicked in the end zone. You cannot return it. It's a dead ball. Not bad for a sophomore kicking in his first game to get one in the end zone.
Yeah. Did Gailey kick that one? Was Landon kicking off on that?
No, Junior's doing the kickoffs.
Okay.
Kickoffs and the punts. Looks like Landon's doing the PATs. My guess is if they get to a field goal, we'll probably see if it's any distance, it'll probably be Junior. We got
There's going to be a hold.
there. Incomplete pass intended for number 0, Ty Green. I think we're going to have a hold first. And this is going to be tough. Like, they did well running the ball that first drive in a tie game.
Yeah.
Down 21-3. I mean, you got to stick with the game plan.
If I was them, I'm still running the ball here. Yeah,
They have not looked good in the 2 throwing plays. That
I'm going to shorten the game a little bit, and I'm going to run the ball. But momentum is a heavy, heavy, heavy hitter. And the Wolverines have been hit very heavily by Turk momentum here. That's going to be a 2nd and 12 coming up. Completed pass by the Wolverines.
We're actually second. Yeah. It says 2nd 20 on the scoreboard. I do not think that's right. 2nd 14 is what they got.
To the left. And he's gonna take off with it. Of course he is.
We got
That's what he-
Dilger and Junior Vargas. Tackles him out past the 20 at the 23 after a gain of 7. So they cut it in half.
Who was that masked man? Was that a Breck Bush tackle?
Now, Junior was
Oh,
the
that
first
was-
one on him, and then
Hayden Murphy finished him off.
I believe we had Ben Dilger, the junior. They appear to be running away from Mr. Murphy's side.
I would too. We're at 42 viewers and counting. 47 viewers and counting. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody.
3rd and 6. What appears to be a passing situation, but watch that quarterback rolling out. And here he goes. He's going to take off
He
again.
just needs to just run for it.
We have got to adjust on that containment.
We're at 10 minutes to go now in the
Got a gain
second
of about 10
period.
yards on that for a first down.
Oh, yeah. If it's there, I would do that all day.
Okay, I have never seen an official mark the ball, set the ball as hard as that guy does. Check this out next time. He's going to hurt himself. We're going to need Mrs. Varnell over there to check him out.
Or check out the ball.
Yeah.
Now, probably going to go back to the running game here. See if they can loosen that up in the middle.
Comes again. Hey, he's going to pass. Pass is complete. Junior takes him down around the legs after a gain of about 6. All right, watch this.
Yeah,
Watch this. Here we go. He's going to raise it up.
Boom, boom, baby.
John Madden would be impressed with that.
Ernie Toffe was the receiver on that. We are at 50 viewers.
Not bad.
Yep, 3 flags so far. 3 or 4 flags so far for this game.
So we got 2nd and 6 here from the 37. Ooh,
That was
shifty.
wow.
Ran it back. He actually lost a couple yards. That was the nicest run I've seen for a -2 yard play. Great job by the defense breaking down and keeping him in contain. That could have been a big play if we'd let him get a little farther out. We got 3rd down and 9. I call that a loss of 3 on that play.
Well, I'm like, do you even bother to punt here? No, I'm going for it.
Well, yeah.
I'm sending all 3 receivers on from the left on a slant, and then I'm going to roll to the left and go. Nope.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th down. They had a nice punt last time. They just had that penalty on the fair catch.
Yeah.
I think, they're bringing out punting team. Doesn't mean they're going to punt, but we'll see.
So if you would have told me that we're, 7:45 left to go in the second period, second quarter,
We had the ball for 1 second.
and we've been on offense for 1 second, I'd have taken that bet.
Nice punt down to the 36 where we got a fair catch by Keegan Arnold.
Oh man, I didn't want you to fair catch that. I wanted you to take off with it.
We're going to get a second chance to see the Turk offense.
Well, they've got, the Turks, they've got some weapons that, we've got the Feltner Express, but then you've got Junior Vargas, who is just Mr. Electric. He is just, you've coached him in middle school, so you know what I'm talking about with him and the ball in his hands. And then, of course, you've got Van Pelt, who is a good high school running back.
Yeah, and that's a kid who didn't play till his freshman year. He's really developed, really helps us on the defensive side of the ball, too.
And then, Caden starting as a junior here as a quarterback, but I watched him throw, and he can really spin it.
We'll see what we look like here.
Oh.
A low play, fumble on the play. Snap never quite got to him. We got a fumble recovered by Evergreen.
All right, well,
snap,
that's not what the doctor ordered.
Well, we doubled our play.
I believe
production.
Monty Edwards is wearing number 61. Yeah, Chris 801. Monty Edwards is 61.
Yep, he is playing center for the Turks, and I believe he's on defense as well. Look like maybe the left side of the ball, right next to the ball. Probably
There he is.
Tackle. Yep.
Yeah, he's right there on the ball.
And we're going to have the 3rd timeout for Evergreen. That's their final.
Now, sudden change. Well, that center exchange, do they go under center, or are they mostly in the shotgun?
No, I know in previous years they've came in a little bit, especially if they were going to run a short yardage situation. But I believe they are pretty much all in shotgun now. So really what that's done from the traditional wing tee that Coach Rudd used to run is you've one less running back unless you include the quarterback as your running back, and you've got one more receiver in the formation.
Yeah, I really like it when they go under center if they're going to run the ball. Looks like they're running some new kids in there.
Yep, so they're going to have first down at the Turk 35. They got short field to work with. Turks will have the ball to start the second half when we get to there.
There we go. We're going to get going here.
Keegan Arnold out at safety for the Turks.
Oh, boy.
Makes the tackle.
That's number 0. Ty Green. He is a 5'5", 125-pound freshman.
Wow.
Taking that ball there.
5-yard gain. Again, Keegan Arnold on the tackle. Second and 5. Couldn't have a much better night for football.
Oh, it's a lovely, lovely evening here in the Sky Valley. Looks like we lost a few. We're down to 47 viewers. There he goes again.
Dilger on the tackle there.
That's going to be good for a first down. Once again, Ty Green.
So ball's placed at the 24 of the Turks. Well, I know as a coach, I'm sure Coach Murphy, coaching the defense, has been telling Coach Rudd all season, we don't get to work on defense enough. He's getting his opportunity tonight.
Well, yeah, if you're going to learn how to work your defense.
Now, on the other side, we have a young line that I'm sure he'd like to see get some work as well. But we'll take the score where it's at right now.
Well, special teams has been the difference of the game so far.
Absolutely.
You know, the Turks have had one play on, or 2 plays on offense. One for a touchdown and one for a turnover.
Okay. We got a penalty on the play. I guess that's going to be another hold.
Yep, that's what it is. Jumped up to 52 viewers. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody.
All right, we play a little game here. If you are a former Turk and you're watching the live stream, I want you to put in the chat year that you graduated.
Yeah, we'd like to see that. That's going to be a 1st and 15 coming up.
I'm gonna predict we've got 12 former Turks.
Oh, I think we have more than that. Even if you didn't play football, that's okay. If you're a Turk alumni, pop in there and put in your year that you graduated. We'll see how many years we can go back. Back for the pass. Oh, nice catch.
Yep. Got back to the original line of scrimmage, gain of 5. Being up 2nd and 10.
Hey, don't forget, PJ's Pumpkin Patch will be back this year for the 3rd year. Or 4th year. Thank you, everybody. Maybe say something else nice. Well, we like PJ's Pumpkin Patch, so it's really good.
All right, here we go. 2nd. I gave him 6. Mr. Reilly is a little bit generous on that, I think. I'm going 2nd 10.
They'd give him a 2nd and 9 up there. Pete Reilly up there working the scoreboard.
been up there 20-plus years, I believe, doing games.
They're setting something up to the right.
Yep, quarterback's going to keep it. We got 36. Oh, who was 36? 36. Now that is Tim Dilger, who's a freshman.
Tim Dilger.
Tim Dilger, Ben Dilger's younger brother. And I'm going to say this. I don't know how much we're going to see him early, but you are going to love that kid. Keep that name in mind. He's a running back.
Look, TLC just popped in. He graduated in 1974.
Wow.
We've got Betty Valera, 2019, class of 2019.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I had Betty in class in 5th grade, I believe. I did not have TLC, though.
How old were you in 1974?
Well, I was born in 75. So it depends on when.
Oh,
That's a ground. That should be intentional grounding. There's nobody in the area. He's saying there is, but
he won't let him pick him up. Okay.
it's going to be 3rd down. Yep. Well.
He called it. He called intentional grounding.
Yep. It's kind of one of those calls now you'll see them.
Brooke Lomans, 1991, graduated 1991.
I had Brooke in class too. No, I didn't. We were 5th grade teammates though.
What year did you graduate?
93.
93, okay.
I was a sophomore when Brooke graduated.
Brian, what were you, like 84?
Don't age me too much. I was 87.
87. Oh my God, I was 86.
So that's going to be a big loss on that play.
But just remember that I liked 7th grade so much I did it twice.
You had your license in middle school?
I could have.
For you?
I could have. No, I wasn't that old. I was. I got to do the tour of Seattle Metro schools.
So we got 4th and 23. Could be a punt.
I doubt it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Pass incomplete. That's one of those plays that in the NFL they're calling a roughing the passer.
I would. They didn't call that, huh?
But he's not. Well, it's one of those new rules in the NFL. You can't put your weight on him.
Yeah.
But he's not making Tom Brady money. So I don't have that.
Well,
in school.
Hayden Masterjohn was right there. We got, let's see. Oh, yeah. Now, Steve Lambert, I know he graduated from Roosevelt in 1986. Rose Dunlap, what year were you, Rose? 1974, huh?
That is my mother-in-law.
That was your mother-in-law, yeah. Ran into Rose at the Gold Bar Family Grocer one night. And got to talk Turks with her for a little bit. That was nice to meet her.
They are over in Soap Lake, taken in the last weekend of summer. All right, offense, 3rd play. We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half.
Are they going to run? They're going to run.
Felder's going to get this one.
You think?
I think so.
I think they're going to run a sweep with Junior. Nope, not with that setup.
And he's picking up some yardage.
He's still going.
Down to the 40. That's gain
about
of 23 yards.
Yep.
We'll go 22 yards. Let's tackle at the 41.
And, I would run that one more time and see what happens, and then I would run.
Pop it over the top to Junior?
Yeah. Yeah. I would fake it. I would run the play. I would get them keying on that, and I'd play action that up till the cows come home.
They in the Jamboree, very balanced. Quite a few weapons.
What do we got setting up? We're gonna throw the ball here, aren't we? This going to Junior. Here it goes.
Goes over the top. Keeler's running it. Pass is incomplete, thrown out of bounds.
Well, he threw it the only place he could throw it without it getting intercepted. So he did a good job on that. They had that pretty well covered.
Caden took a little shot afterwards. So we got 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I still think play action's just one of your best bets. Ah, we've got the Bargmans in Nebraska. Hello, Derek and the Bargmans. Let me see if I can remember all you got. Burke, Brooks, Boston, and Rose are your children.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Feltner's going to keep it again, or not keep it. He's going to get it on the outside. Short gain. Gain of a yard. Be 3rd and 9 at the 40.
Yeah,
We're up to 53 now.
3 minutes to go.
I want to know if the Bargmans were at that volleyball game in Nebraska a couple days ago that had 90,000 people there.
Yeah, did you guys go to the Nebraska volleyball game with the 90,000 people there? I think they're in Seward, Nebraska. Oh, there he
Counter
goes.
to Van Pelt.
Van Pelt.
Up the middle.
Here he goes. 5-10. Touchdown, Turks.
Jonathan Van Pelt, 40 yards on that play.
Oh, Briar Rose. Okay, I got the middle name right. I would be dying to know what her nickname is, Derek. What do you call Briar Rose at home? They finally got Molly and Derek finally got their little girl after 3 tries of getting great boys.
Yeah, we gave up at 3. We didn't get that little girl. We got a cat, though.
He didn't make it to the volleyball game, but with
PAT's good.
PAT's good.
4 for
28.
4.
That was amazing. I told you. Van Pelt is a very good high school running back.
Yes, yes.
And we have all kinds of just simply B Rose or simply B. Okay, well. Turks are up 28-3. We got 2 minutes and 42 seconds left to go here in the first half. Did you want your health and beauty pharmacy? 100% guaranteed medicines, deals in all kinds of medicines and cosmetics. Sultan Pharmacy. Don't forget, tonight we're going to have our Moss Defenders defensive play of the game. Moss Defenders, specializing in roof moss removal and treatment to preserve the look and life of your roof. We do not preserve or wash roofs. We wash roofs, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, hard surfaces, and siding wash.
Well, our last kick went into the end zone. Let's see where this one goes. A little shorter, but good hang time on that one. Out to the 15-yard line on the return.
There he goes, around the corner. Oh, he's
Touch it
still
back, touch
going.
it back.
And he's going to be knocked out.
That is Carter Morrell, a 5'9" senior with a 35,
Nice return there.
40, we'll call that a 41-yard return.
Breck Bush is there to save the touchdown.
So one thing to keep in mind here as we finish this final 2.5 minutes, there's been some personnel issues getting people on and off the field. Evergreen has no timeouts left in the first half.
Yep. If I'm Evergreen, I am not giving the ball
Back to the Turks.
Yeah, I am running the ball, and I am taking as much time between. Now, of course, the Turks could call timeouts, but I don't think they will.
No.
Not with the score the way it is.
Be interesting to watch the quarterback here, number 9, took a hard shot there. Gabriel Fernandez, at the last possession.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's going to be brought down in the backfield.
That's, I believe, the freshman number 0, Ty Green.
Yeah, Van Pelt on the tackle. Yeah, as I stated before, at the beginning of the broadcast, folks, it is a beautiful night here in the Sky Valley. I will get to all of you sponsors here at halftime, I promise.
We got 2nd and 13.
It's my first game. It's my first game since basketball season, so it's been a while.
And there hasn't been a whole lot of breaks. I mean, it's been a pretty fast half. A bobble on the snap there. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Master John's there to bring him down again. Master John and number 61 is right there. We all know Monty Edwards in on the tackle.
So we got a minute 40 here, 3rd and 13. I believe you're going to have a rollout to the right side here. Most of the time he's kept it. But he's
Clock
be
stops on the incompletion. So
junior side if he rolls out that way.
They're giving him a little bit of room there.
And he is going to roll right. And we got Van Pelt coming in. And we got an interception.
Intercepted. Who was that masked man?
Number 8. Did not have that number right.
Angel Cruz Milicio, 5'9" senior. That is our Moss Defender defensive play of the game.
So, Turks do get the ball back with 1:31 left. They're at their own 33-yard line.
Hunter Tradler on the broadcast. That Turk defense is looking pretty good today, Hunter.
They've been on the field a lot. We've only had about 4 or 5 offensive plays.
Yeah, if on one hand, and I think we've had 3 plays on the last series.
Turks have all their timeouts left. Quick pass over here to Junior. Breck Bush with the block. Junior gets tackled after a short gain. A gain of 2 on that play. Quick little bubble screen.
That's a good play there. You know, get the ball in Junior's hands, and you know what? I think you go for the first down here, and then call a timeout. And you can still go down and score. I mean, their scores have been fast and furious. Hey, I think there's a movie series called The Fast and the Furious.
Getting into the huddle. Probably haven't spent a lot of time on the hurry-up offense yet at this point in the year.
Yeah, they still got about 50 seconds. They still have 3 timeouts they can use if they're going to use them.
Interesting to see if we get Hayden Murphy's not in the game, so we're not going to see that quick little play there. I see Junior on a little crossing.
Ty Green's going to play defense on him.
Feltner.
There he goes. Round the corner.
Now I got to use a timeout here. We got 3rd and 1.
Did he get the first down? Because that stops
short.
the clock.
He's short.
They're not stopping the clock.
Going to be a no huddle. All right, you're going to go Junior deep here.
Well, you don't really have any other play to run there.
Another snap issue. Turks are going to recover the ball.
Well, then they're going to wind the clock here, and we're probably going to go to halftime.
No, sorry. It is not Turk ball. He pointed Turk
Okay.
way.
Wolverines recover. there's any dark blemishes to the Turks game so far today, it's the turnovers. We'll be going into halftime here in a little bit. As soon as we get these 4 seconds, at which point we will take a break. I see a whole lot more players on the roster for Evergreen than I see suited up tonight.
I agree. I noticed that too.
I don't see a whole. I don't think they brought everybody. They've got a bigger squad than we do.
So 4 seconds. Just want to contain. They have no timeout. So, I mean, to get a first down, you're gonna use those 4 seconds up. So this is going to be the last play, barring no penalty.
I'm going no linebackers, and I'm putting everybody back. Yeah. But they do have a couple back there.
What you don't want here is a defensive penalty.
Yeah, they blitzed.
They blitzed. The quarterback. A fumble, recovered by the Turks.
And there's going to be 2 seconds left to go.
Should have been 1 second.
Yeah, I think they're going to let it go to halftime on this. I think it was,
a little late. That's going to be, I believe.
Well, they keep the time on the field, too. So I think that
will be the half.
That'll be the half, folks. So we got 15 minutes on the clock. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. I'll be back probably with about 5 minutes still go till kickoff, because I gotta tell you about some of our great sponsors here at TurkPride.tv. But we'll be back. Thanks for watching TurkPride.tv. All right. How is everybody out there doing? Coach Brian back in business. We got some business to take care of. So great. We got 7:35 left to go here at halftime. But you know, we couldn't do this without our great sponsors here at TurkPride.tv. And I just need to make sure that that they all get a shout out. You know, we have Sultan Dental Center. Dr. Fricky and his staff pride themselves in being honest, truthful, and community-centered technicians, offering services to patients of all ages while attempting to preserve the small town feel of Sultan. They understand that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to patient care and take great pride in creating individual plans that are attainable for the patient. They look forward to the opportunity to serve you. A note about Dr. Fricky. Dr. Fricky grew up in Monroe, Washington. His father was a chiropractor in Monroe, and his grandfather was a dentist in Bothell. Dr. Fricky received his Doctor of Dental Surgery degree at the University of Bothell in New York. After graduation, he completed an advanced education in general dentistry residency in Yakima, Washington. Dr. Fricky enjoys spending time with his 5 kids, and one of his favorite hobbies is building with Legos with his older children. Dr. Fricky and his family live in Sultan, where they enjoy being part of the community. And don't forget about Mountain View Diner in Gold Bar. Matt, do you know what my favorite part about Mountain View Diner is?
I'm going to guess the pie.
The display center of the desserts with the pies and all of the stuff in the middle of there. You can either buy a whole pie or just a piece. And there isn't a month that goes by that I don't at least get a cinnamon roll there to get me through a Seahawk game on a Sunday morning.
It's been a few years since I've been there, but that's one of my fondest recollections there. When my oldest, Kobe, before he was born, that was a place where my wife had a craving there, and we were there pretty much weekly. You know what they used to have that I loved? Like potato skins. They're like deep fried potato skins.
Well, they're the home of the Stuff Your Belly omelet. It's made with 8 eggs, and it's got all kinds of great ingredients in there. And it's something I only get when my wife is out of town, because if she knows I'm eating it, I'll get in trouble. We also have PC Search and Rescue 911, locally owned, knowledgeable, affordable, and dependable computer repair services. Serving Sultan, Startup, Gold Bar, Monroe, and Index. House calls, in-shop, and anywhere in the U.S. by remote login. When you need help fast, call Bob Beeman. This is who Dave Moon recommends. A little bit about Green Shields Industrial Supplies. Call the folks at Green Shields Industrial Supplies. We have a talented, experienced staff with the knowledge to find and make the right product for your project. They build rigging assemblies and hose assemblies. They sell commercial grade tools and many products for contractors, manufacturers, warehouses, governments, and consumers. Green Shield sells excavator teeth, bucket teeth, cutting edges, blade, tracks, and other group engaging tools. Green Shield sells Arians and gravely lawnmowers. You need to get an industrial lawnmower, and I think that's where you need to go. Green Shield Industrial Supply was founded in 1953, and they are still located in their original store in North Everett.
Dave Moon, we need a sideline reporter. We need to get down there and find out what Coach Murphy did to himself, because when he was walking off, it looked like he must have got excited and pulled a muscle.
Yeah. Well, for those of you that don't know, we do have in Pharmacy. We know that you want to have a relaxed peace of mind. To do that, you need your medications managed and prescriptions filled. The problem is getting to the pharmacy, which makes you feel worried and stressed. We believe everyone deserves to fill their prescriptions stress-free. We understand getting your prescriptions can be stressful, which is why we have over 50 years of combined experience transforming the lives of thousands of patients. That's in Vara Pharmacy. We already talked about Moss Defenders a little bit. I'm going to give them another shout out. I saw some comments on Facebook the other day about Gavin Gailey and the Moss Defenders and the great work that they do. And they come highly recommended by the community here in Sultan. Rico's Pizza in Gold Bar. Not feeling like eating a stuff your belly omelet? Well, you can always go to Rico's Pizza in Gold Bar. That's where I go on a Sunday afternoon when the traffic's backed up in Gold Bar. I walk down the road to Rico's Pizza. Are you craving a delicious hot and fresh pizza? Look no further than Rico's Pizza in Gold Bar. Our pizzas are made with the freshest ingredients and cooked to perfection. Whether you prefer a classic pepperoni or a unique specialty pizza, we've got you covered. Don't forget to try our famous cheesy garlic bread and calzones. Visit us today, east side of Gold Bar on Highway 2, or call 360-793-3333 to place your order. Rico's Pizza, where every bite is an adventure. That's Rico's Pizza in Gold Bar. And get ready for the ultimate burger experience at Vic's Burgers in Sultan. Our burgers are made with 100% beef and grilled to perfection. Try our famous Vic's Burgers with bacon cheese and our special sauce. We have a variety of toppings to choose from, and don't forget to add our crispy fries on the side. Come visit us at 123 Elm Street in Sultan, or call 555-55-5555 to place your order. Is that a real number, Dave? Vic's Burger Shop, 555-555-555-555. I think that's the wrong number, guys, so don't quote me on that. Vic's Burgers, where every bite is a taste sensation. That's Vic's Burgers in Sultan.
Brian, they normally don't get to see you, right? Because you're in the booth. So you need to roll over here a little bit. Look up at the camera. We got to get you on here so everybody can see you.
I don't know if they want to see me. I have a face made for radio.
Right there, wave. Yep.
All right. Hi, everybody.
Get ready for the second half. We got about a minute and 12 here till the second half kicks off.
So, go Turks. Touchdown Turks, right?
Touchdown Turks, right?
I believe, Dave, I started doing TurkPride.tv in 2011.
Sounds about right. Or the second year, right?
I started the second year, and I just did wrestling. And then after that year, I said, I need to do basketball. Next thing you know, Dan Baller's got me doing football.
Gosh, remember that? That was that first year with wrestling. You walked around with that wireless mic.
Yeah, I walked around with a wireless mic and did everything Matt side. If you guys don't have a chance to watch the Sultan Invitational for Wrestling, it is a production that you guys cannot believe. Right, Dave?
It's amazing this year, isn't it? We have three mats,
Four mats going, 4 cameras going, and I am in absolute wrestling heaven.
Next year during the 3-on-3 basketball, we're actually going to do 2 live streams, one on each.
Yeah.
So tentatively, I don't think this would probably bother you guys much. We're going to push it back 2 weeks later. So it would have been, what, about the 18th, right? It kind of as fall sports starts.
Derek says Dave's lurking.
Hi, Derek.
He says, hi, Derek. I tell you what, these guys got me to get up behind the camera, so that's always a...
Hey, one thing, we got a couple minutes, because they always put 3 minutes on the clock. If you don't show up in basketball, you know what happens?
You get a technical
You
foul.
get a technical foul, but here you just show up whenever you want, and they're going to give you 3 more minutes. I know it's a liability thing, but I still think it should be a penalty if you don't get out in time. But, hey, we got more time for sponsorships, right?
Oh, absolutely. Derek gave you the raised hand there, Dave. Diamond Dave Moon in the building, everybody. He is the force and the roots of TurkPride.tv. We couldn't do it without our student volunteers. We even have students that have already graduated that come back and help us. It's always nice to see them.
Hey, I want to point out one thing this year that's going to be a little bit different around homecoming. We're going to have our normal bonfire on Wednesday before homecoming, but this year it's going to be up at the high school. And I believe it's going to be on the softball field, so we're not burning up grass. Same, right before the Powder Puff football game.
Well, I think the softball infield could use a little charcoal in it.
Well, we're just hoping it doesn't rain that week. Because we might not get on it. And then also, and we might, if you get off work a little, what time you're off on Fridays?
Well, I actually get to work virtually on Fridays.
Okay, so this year we host South Whitby for the high school homecoming game.
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock, normal start. we're going to have a 3 o'clock middle school game here against South Whidbey. So we're going to have a kind of like a doubleheader homecoming thing.
That would be so. I love calling the middle school games. That is so much fun.
And then we're going to host a barbecue for both teams in between games. So it should be cool. I mean, you get a lot of people here from both schools, and should be a big crowd.
Yeah, I could see the South Whidbey fans coming over and staying for the middle school game and then staying over for the high school game and making a day of it. Now, I do know that South Whidbey is advertising for a new basketball coach.
So this is interesting. We had 3 minutes. I think they cut a minute off. Evergreen is lined up to kick. The referees are in place, and we just finished our stretches.
No.
So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Referee is running towards the huddle.
Yeah, well, we're ready for our windmill espresso kickoff, but our coffee got cold while we were waiting.
So the question here would be, if they kick, is it a 5-yard penalty for too many guys on the field or a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanship?
Yeah.
So I remember another homecoming game. This was down at the middle school when that was the high school field. Big homecoming floats, been raining. The float got stuck.
In the field?
On the field.
On the field?
Dave Harrington was our AD. First year he was here. And they couldn't get the float off for like 10 minutes. They come out of the locker room, and we get a 15-yard penalty for
I
delay
tell you,
of game.
that middle school field, boy, when it rained, that thing just became an absolute bog. It still does, doesn't it? Become a bog.
It's a little better. They redid it, I believe, when they did the.
All right, windmill special kickoff. How much you want to bet they're going to do an onside kick here?
I mean, yeah. I bet they're not kicking it deep.
Well, that didn't work well for them last time.
It's going to be a little pooch kick. I'm going to say to Breck Bush over here on the right side. Breck Bush on the return.
There it goes!
Breck Bush returns it out to the 50-yard line. Breck's first football game since September of last year. You know what I remember about that game? It was the game that both him and Caden went out at about the same time. Missed the rest of the year. And we won. That was the Granite Falls Black and Blue Bowl that we won right there at the end of the game.
I remember that. I was there to call that.
We got 1st and 10 for the Turks at the 50-yard line.
All right, what do they run first play here?
Let's see. We're on the left side there. Let me check out the formation.
I always love the insights that you bring into the booth, Matt.
I think we're going to see Van Pelt coming in, kind of similar to that touchdown play that we ran to him.
Oh, nice job, Shake. Oh, what a block put in by Junior on that. They ended up, that would have been a whole lot worse, but Junior with the block around the end just pancaked the defender.
Yep. Number 13, a little bit slow getting up, but he's all right. Moby Theo, I believe, a senior. So we got 2nd down and 12.
Well, you were right. You got the play right.
Just not the touchdown part.
Well, I think that was more of a sweep play. I was surprised that they were.
All right. Well, I'm going to see maybe that little bubble screen over the left again. Oh, they're playing pretty tight on him. I wouldn't be surprised. We haven't really hit anything across the middle. There's that bubble screen.
There he goes. I don't think they're gonna catch him. He's down the sidelines. 10-5. Touchdown Turks.
47 yards. Caden Keeler to Junior Vargas. One juke and he was gone.
Now we'll have another windmill espresso kickoff coming up. Abigail Cruz Malicio with the interception in the first half is right now is our Moss defender.
PAT's away, and it is good. 5 for 5.
Yeah, I do agree. I think those blue jerseys, those Turk blue jerseys look sharp, Derek. Make sure you guys are watching our banners for our advertisements. Without our sponsors here at TurkPride.tv, we would not be able to bring you the action. And as Dan Baller would put it, who is not here with us tonight, he says I get a high exorbitant salary, but I do get great rewards from doing TurkPride.tv. I get the joy that I get from just being here on Friday night or whatever night it is with whatever sport it is. I get the joy of watching and being a part of it. So we've got a 35-3 score. What are we, one touchdown away from running clock?
35-3. He's got to be 40.
Yeah.
It might be 45. Basketball, I believe, is 40. Football might be 45.
Well, I need to throw some love at the Evergreen Wolverines that they are just they're playing hard and they're giving it their best, and hopefully they're learning from this. Yep, Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up. Looks like we're missing one of our players. The Feltner Express was not on the field.
Little pooch kick there down to the 24-yard line. Brought out to the 32-yard line, where Evergreen will take over 1st and 10. We got Keegan Almold, was one of the Turks on the tackle.
So I believe Caden Keeler's like 3 out of 5 for 2 touchdowns so far today.
Yeah, I think he had the one incompletion over on the sideline where he got hit.
Yep.
Yeah, the one time they looked to go downfield was you got some pressure up the middle. I was talking to Coach Skeeth down there at halftime, and this is one of those games that's tough to coach. Like, you want to be ahead, but everything you planned going into it, you don't call the game the same way you would if it was, a little bit closer.
If it was close. And yeah,
you still need work. It's the first game of the season.
well, and you need to get your starters reps. You can't, I'm sure in the fourth quarter we'll see a whole lot of wholesale substitutions because that's what you need to do as a coach. But you need to get your starters reps as you get ready. Who do we have next week? We have Vashon coming next week. And
they beat us last year.
Yeah.
Well, what have we got, 10, 12 offensive plays at this point in the game?
Yeah, and you don't know your offense yet. You don't know what you're capable of.
Right.
Because, you're just – we have more speed.
Yeah.
We have more speed, and we're executing at a high level. But what's that compared to?
Right.
And I have called and seen many, many games for the Turks when they're on the other side of the scoreboard.
For sure.
I've had players that play in the NFL now out here on this field. Good job.
Quarterback is going to keep it there. He's done a nice job running. Gabriel Fernandez ran out of bounds.
We're at 56 people watching.
That was a gain of 18 on that play.
Gabriel Fernandez, 6'1", 205 pound senior. Good for him. That's been a play that's worked really well for them. Is that quarterback keeper?
Well, you clear out the DBs. They have to read pass, But I don't think after about the first or second try they've actually that's been the plan to pass. They wanted to run out of it.
Now, next home game, I have a surprise for Dave. I have a couple Hawaiian shirts, and I'm going to show up wearing a Dave Moon Hawaiian shirt at the next home game. We'll see how that goes over.
Got a pitch to the outside. That's a play we haven't really seen.
That's Ty Green again.
All right, we got Junior knocks him out and helps him up. Breck Bush was also in on that.
Yeah, they took him down, but they didn't.
Like to see him helping him up. That's
Yeah,
nice.
they didn't take him down that hard. They just
Kind of caught it at an angle. And
Seahawks predictions for this year. Derek,
17-0.
I put them at 4-15 every year. So 4-16 or whatever it is. 4-12, 4-13.
So they went,
That's
10,
what it.
10-7 last year.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, they did. They went 10-7 last year.
I think they'll get 11 or 12 if they can stay healthy.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Recovered by Evergreen. Loss of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
Now, I don't know if Evergreen has a JV team. I don't think we're scheduled to have a JV game against Evergreen on Monday.
Nah, they often don't this early in the season, just because not enough practices and things. But, that big roster, they also may not be traveling with kids who are not intending to play.
Yeah.
I also found out they have a combine with Tyee High School.
Also, Tyee High School and Evergreen are together. Well, that's good because you can pass by Tyee High School on your way there to go to the airport there.
I remember a few years ago, probably 2 years ago, played them here, and they were short play. And they came into the game with about 15 players and finished with like 12 or 13. So it's nice to see their numbers up where it's at.
Yeah, it looks like we got the stands half filled.
This is the biggest turnout for the Turks in years, too. They're up pushing close to 50. And they're going to tackle them for a loss. Oh, don't jump on the pile. Don't jump on the pile. You got him. I guess that was 3rd down, right? So now we're at 4th.
Yeah, they're at 4th down now. I'm going for it. At this point in the game,
we're moving the ball well enough that you can punt it, and we're still probably going to move it back to this at this point.
As far as I'm concerned, my punter doesn't exist anymore.
And sometimes in this situation, you see that kind of pooch punt from the quarterback if he's capable. And there's that run. That's been their best play of the night. He's short, but they're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
That's a by the score decision, I believe.
That's a good play. And I'm in no. Have they shown the ability to move the ball quickly? They haven't.
No, I mean that's been if we're talking yards from scrimmage, that's been over half their yards. I mean that first drive they got 70 yards, but every time they got into a situation where they needed yardage, that's their play, and it's usually to the wide side.
Yeah, they came to the short side this time. But I would start putting a linebacker on that quarterback, spying that quarterback on big plays.
Fumble on the play by the quarterback. He recovers it. Aiden Masterjohn was one of them in there. The senior.
Masterjohn's a senior?
That's crazy.
How did that happen?
I remember him in elementary PE.
How did that happen?
So a gain of a yard on that kind of busted play. It'd be 2nd and 9.
Oh, it could be the car.
The 51 of you out there watching, thanks for sticking with us.
Just turn the camera.
Quarterback is keeping it again. Oh, and that was just
He almost
about.
had his second interception
It was
there.
Angel, I believe.
Yeah, that was Angel Cruz Malicio.
That'll stop the clock.
We'll just call him Mighty Mouse. 5'9", 183 pounds. I mean, that's a thick muscled kid. I need a Keegan Arnold sighting. Where is he? Is he out there right now?
No. They've been kind of bringing him in to spell Feltner a little bit here and there. There's another first down around the end.
Got to keep contained.
We got a Turk player down on that. Injured player is Derek Feltner. He's getting up, though.
Oh, that kid's tough as nails.
And we might see. Let's see who's coming in. Looks like Keegan. Keegan is going to give him a little break there as we bring in a few.
Yeah, it's a Keegan
Others?
Arnold sighting.
Hayden Murphy was getting a break there. He's back in.
Oh, boy. Derek Bergman, meet Stephen Lambert. You guys could talk sports all night long. Stephen is a childhood friend of mine. Grew up together and played basketball and together.
Another
He is
Trophy on that
definitely
last
a
run.
Larry Bird enthusiast.
gain of 12 down to the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. We've got.
56. That's
We've also got an Evergreen player down. I believe that was the running back on the play.
Stephen, if you don't know, Derek lives in Seward, Nebraska, and he is a Nebraska Cornhuskers and sports guru, and he has always been a great supporter here at TurkPride.tv. Did not go to Sultan. His lovely wife did. And they have established their family in Nebraska, and they tune in to TurkPride.tv every chance they get. So it's nice to have that support out there in the world. I've had people watching TurkPride.tv in Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Germany, London.
You know, a significant fact about his wife, Molly, athletically here at Sultan High School.
I want to hear it.
She was on the state championship girls soccer team, I believe, about 2002.
Was she the goalie?
Yep. That I don't know.
Facts, Derek. We need facts. She was the goalie, right?
That sounds right. We'll go with that.
2001?
I believe it was like maybe 2002.
The state championship, bringing a state championship. And I know nobody cares too much, but I was able to be a part of a baseball championship for Lincoln High School out of Seattle this year. I was the assistant coach for them this year and won the 3A state title. Got to be on the field when the state title was won, so that was always fun.
That is pretty awesome.
And 1st and 10 on the 10 at the 10-yard line. Evergreen.
The injured player for Evergreen looks to be all right.
No, up the middle. He's going to go. Up. 2nd and 2 coming up.
Yep, we got Van Pelt coming up off the pile there. And very similar to the first possession of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, not as long.
Oh,
But-
that ball is spotted.
There's no doubt.
There's no doubt that ball is spotted. I love it. Love it.
This is gonna be fun. Okay. You ready, one?
Might need to ice the arm in the back after that at the end of the game. And Evergreen is going to use their first timeout. They do not believe in leaving their half with timeouts.
Oh, they've got their tackle is 77's hurt. So So next week we have Vashon coming in, correct?
We are going there.
Or we're going there next
2
week?
weeks we have Coopville, who was at our Jamboree. They look to have a pretty good squad from what I saw at the Jamboree, but they'll be here in 2 weeks.
Coopville coming in.
What has 8 eyes and 8 legs?
I don't know, Dave. What has 8 eyes and 8 legs?
Pirates.
8 pirates. Okay.
In honor of Vashon.
In honor of the Vashon Pirates. Okay.
So we got second goal at the 3.
Okay. Remember what to do, Kate.
The newly appointed chain crew gets to take a break at this point. Oh, stopped in the backfield.
Wow.
Tofi's back in the game for the Wolverines. Loss of 3 on that play. This is kind of where they've stumbled. You know, they get down in close to the goal. Your options are limited, and he's down again.
Ready, 3. Go 3. Okay, 3 your life. 3 your life.
All right, so, Brian, you've been around sports a long time. What's your take on the knee? To everybody take a knee.
I don't like it.
And why is that? I agree with you. but-
Because not. I mean, you do it out of respect for the injured player, but if your body's pumping and you're warmed up, you know. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not an athletic trainer, so I never say anything about it. But
we see a lot of cramps in football, don't we?
yeah, and I think this can contribute to cramping.
I was in a Little League game once, and I had a parent just about come on the field to fight me because I wouldn't make my team take a knee.
Oh,
We weren't being disrespectful, but just I'm not sure where that came, when it came.
you know, and I'm okay with, you know, with what they did. They huddled over to the side, and you know.
I mean, I guess in fairness here, we're looking at Evergreen, but they're primarily their players on the bench that
Yeah.
are.
And the good news for me, Matt, is I don't have to make those decisions. I get to stay up here in the booth and just call the game,
Yeah.
and that's good for me. If I was a better coach, I would be down on the sidelines.
Hey, I'm gonna bring kind of the crowd. Zoom in on the crowd.
That young man's got a lot of heart. That is number 4, Ernie Tofi. He is a 6 foot, 220 pound tight end junior.
Big, strong kid.
Yeah. Well, this is where you're getting to the point in the game now where conditioning comes into play.
Absolutely.
And you've been playing hard. You've been playing hard for, you know, for almost 3 quarters now. Believe it or not, we're still in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I'd say, especially for your offensive linemen, as long as these possessions have lasted. Oh, no gain on that play. Oh, it's taken.
There he goes.
That's 54.
Stay tight. Ready, 2.
He's
Jacob
going to go.
Fettig.
Jacob Fettig.
A lineman's dream.
Touchdown, Turks.
That was a 90-yard fumble, strip, and take to the house.
Either one.
All right, so we scored on a kick return, right? We
Yep.
scored on a fumble off of a punt.
Okay.
So our punt team scored. Offense has scored. And our defense has scored a touchdown.
Well, here we go. We got a extra point.
And our PATs are perfect.
That
today.
would have been good from that would have been good from 40.
So really, we're at kickoff and kick return, right?
Well, yeah, we've scored on all phases of the game. We've scored on offense, we've scored on defense, and on special teams. We've scored on a kickoff. We've scored on a kickoff where we
Kick
kicked
return.
off. Kick return were for them, and we returned one also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot warmer earlier today, but it looks like we're in the mid 70s now. Like I said, it's a beautiful night here in the Sky Valley.
All right, so I'm going to make a prediction, and that is that Jacob Fettig next year on senior night, when they ask about his most memorable moment on a football field, it's going to be the 90-yard touchdown he had against Evergreen.
Well, he just took the Moss Defender defensive play of the game away. That's now our Moss Defender defensive play of the game. He just took it away from Angel Cruz-Malicio. I mean, what a play. And he had that ball, and nobody was going to catch him.
Sometimes you see and it happens so quick. The refs didn't even have time to call it dead.
All right. Well, Turks going to get ready to kick off here. 42-3 is our score. Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up. Hey, don't forget, PJ's Pumpkin Patch is going to be back this year for another year. Thanks. Make sure you guys go visit them. It's getting to be that close to that Halloween time. PJ's Pumpkin Patch.
Okay, ready two. Go two. Ready one, three.
Hey, fans. Hey, fans. Hey, parents. The Turk Fan Club needs you. Yes, you want to help out but can't make a long-term commitment? No problem. You can just help out a couple of hours in the concession stand at any event. Help us help the kids.
So we got Landon kicking off. It's been Junior kicking today. So Landon getting in a little work there.
Ready two.
That's pretty decent.
Kick down to the 15.
There he goes, Ty Green. Oh, he's moving around.
Tackle down at the 30-yard line. We got 23. Landon Joby, that's another freshman out there on that tackle.
Well, I would think that you would have the special, the younger kids getting some action for at least on special teams for the rest of the game now.
Yeah, that's a name you'll hear from in the coming years too. Great kid.
Yeah, it's
Multi-sport.
not a running clock quite yet. We got one more score to go.
Yeah, it's either 40, might be 45 in football.
I thought it was 44 for some strange reason, but
You guys know this is your last weekend before school starts, right?
school starts next week.
Ready two.
I appreciate all 48 of you here watching, and for those of you from Evergreen, thank you for being a part of our broadcast tonight.
Hey, that's the most tabs, Brian, I've ever seen open on a cell phone up there. Notifications.
I have quite a few notifications that pop up on my phone occasionally. There we go.
Vargas in on the tackle. Also, we had number 61, Monty Edwards.
Monty Edwards, yeah.
Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Student section's getting into it over there.
Yeah, first game of the year before school starts is usually not as loud as the other games. Glad to be back for another season of Turk football here on TurkPride.tv. Make sure you guys tune in for all the volleyball action and the girls' soccer action that will be going on this year. And I have a feeling that we're going to be bringing you a middle school football game the same day. Oh, a double reverse. There goes Ty Green again around.
Oh, that's a nice tackle. That was Derek Feltner, I believe, coming up from the safety position.
Yeah, he got hit by the Feltner Express.
Player remains down there for Evergreen.
That is Ty Green.
He's moving around. Looking at the hit there, he got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. He's kind of up, catching his breath right now.
Well, yeah, that was a hit. I'll tell you, that was a hit.
Tough kid.
Benjamin Dilger over there just giving him a high five as he goes by. And this is one of, I'm a big believer in junior highs versus high schools instead of middle schools. I think ninth graders need to be playing against ninth graders.
Yeah. There's a lot of benefits, I believe, for keeping the freshmen at the junior high for an extra year. The big difference in maturity between a.
Yeah, and I don't think sixth graders need to be playing with ninth graders, and also, so I kind of like that 8-9 mix.
Ooh, kept it again. No. Ooh.
And there's going to be a hold at the end.
Yeah.
And that's going to be.
He had the first down, but he's going to.
It's coming
go back. But it's going to be pretty close to the. The net result, I believe, is only going to be a couple yard loss, but you're going to negate the first down.
Can you point down a little bit?
Let's see what they call here. It's a hold, yeah. So.
Okay, go free. I love that ref, man. I just love that ref.
So we got under a minute here. Clock's running, 3rd and 5. So they lost about 2 or 3 yards on that penalty. Since it was a penalty from the spot.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm running a play before. Well, I guess you have to run a play here before the quarter.
I'm going to guess he's going to roll out and keep it.
What do you think? Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, threw it. It's complete to number 87.
It's going to be good for a first down, too. Nice move there in open field, number 87.
That's Miguel Savea, senior, 240-pound senior.
5'8", 240 pounds. That's a big. Yes, All right, we're going to go to the end of the third quarter with the score, Turks 42, Wolverines 3. And this is where I think you're going to start to see a lot of changes in personnel.
Especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, I would think that, I would think that, we're going to get some kids some experience, especially with no JV game on Monday.
Yeah. Reward them for being out here. Many of them who were out for the spring/summer football, a few weeks and lifting weights all the way up till about 2 days before the season started every morning.
Zoom in just a hair more.
Yeah, it's
I believe, I didn't count them up, a good 20 or so freshmen out.
Ready to
that's a lot of freshmen.
go to.
I know it's hard to do in a smaller school district just to have just a freshman team. I know that back during the couple of years when my oldest boy played, we were able to do that. But we had 85 kids in the program way back when we were a 2A school.
Right. All right, so we got a 1st and 10 here at the 49-yard line of the Turks. Just kind of scanning the defense. Looks like pretty standard defense for us as far as personnel. We do have Tim Dilger, the freshman, in at a linebacker position. But he's been kind of playing off and on, giving some guys some breaks.
That number 7 again. There goes that man. That was a good play. That's our number 7.
Angel is actually, I believe, 8. Angel for them.
Number 8?
It's 7 running, but Angel was on the tackle.
Carter Morrell was the on the play for the Wolverines.
Gain of 12 yards.
I don't want to hear that. Oh, we missed him. Okay, ready to go to ready one.
All right, we're going to line up again here. We got a 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Morrell goes in motion to the left.
2 year wide.
Ty Green tries to go around the end. Aiden Masterjohn, there's that man again.
Okay, get tight on one, get tight on one.
Was able to keep contain on that one.
Yep, loss of a few. Loss of 4. We got 2nd and 14.
Go for it. Go. You want to trade? I'll push the button. Oh, yeah, seriously. Come on. I am much better at that for sure. I see. Okay, go to. You push people's buttons, that's for sure. Ready, one.
They're going to throw this play. Nope.
Stay on him, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him.
And he goes around the corner.
Tofi again. We got Dilger, the Ben variety with the tackle.
Ben Dilger, huh? Number 5, Ben Dilger, huh?
Gain of 3. 3rd and 7. Expected Ben's also a quarterback. I expect him to get a few reps here at some point.
Well, I would think that with the game well in hand that we would get to see him run the offense a little bit here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and I believe they got a couple sets that they're going to use him in, I think, on a pretty regular basis too. So he's got a good skill set.
It'd be nice to see, to be able to run that in a game situation rather than practice. We got 49 of you guys out there. Thank you for staying with us here on TurkPride.tv. And as I said earlier, we are proud members of the National Federation of High School Broadcasters and FHS Network. We are pumping content to them nationally, and we also will, of course, always be free on our YouTube channel, turkpride.tv.
Quarterback keeps it.
He's got to have close to 100 yards rushing today.
Yep.
It's not that they haven't been able to move the ball up and down the field.
It's a big play on whatever team that we're having struggle with.
Well, yeah, a couple of mistakes.
And kind of, one
Special
dimensional. They haven't
teams.
been able to pass the ball effectively.
I think the Wolverines are a lot better team than the score indicates right now.
I would agree. It would have been interesting to see what had happened had they been able to convert that first drive for a touchdown. Might have changed the tone a little bit. The field goal kind of felt like a win for the Turks. Draw down, I believe, just short. And, Turks are going to take over on downs.
Looks like Logan LaRue is in on that tackle on that. I think so. I thought it was a 19, but I could be wrong.
So here we go. 8 minutes and 52 seconds left in the fourth.
Oh, remember how we talked earlier about this is the first game of the year. You've got to get the reps. You've got to get the experience in games before you move on to conference play.
I'd like to see a sustained drive here. Get 8 to 10 plays. Use some clock, but also we ought to be under 20 plays for the game.
But scoring as quickly as they have
makes that challenging.
It does make that challenging. So who do we got? We got Caden back out there.
Yep, we got Talek in at receiver, and we've got Landon. So a couple new receivers out there for us.
And who's at the running back? We got Feltner in there.
I think it's Feltner.
Yeah, that looked like Feltner.
And we got Angel at the wing.
Oh, there he goes again. There goes that man.
He has not had a lot of carries today, so
no,
I'm sure they want to give him some look.
No, and he is definitely – is he the all-time leader for rushing yards yet? If not, he's pretty darn close. Yeah. Because he was starting as a freshman.
Yeah, I got to think I don't know how well they keep the stat for scoring, too, but he's had a lot of touchdowns over the years, too. We've ran a lot. We've had some good running backs. But as far as chunk plays, it's a lot of big chunk plays.
Well.
So it's definitely a mixed bag out there. They're working in some new players there. Feltner gets it again, a couple yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. The 37-yard line for the Turks. Maybe we'll go like 3rd and 3.
I haven't seen Hayden Murphy out there for a while.
Nah.
I hope he's all right.
He was playing on the defensive side, which means we probably got Master John. I think he's our backup tight end. So there's a good, I bet you got your first string offensive line. You got Feltner out there. You got Caden out there. So you're working at about 50-50 with some subs.
Well, this is great. I'm glad that they can get out there and get their reps in.
Yeah. And I expect it's going to be another Feltner. We might have Angel come across there. Oh, boy.
Something happened.
Feltner and Angel a little slow getting up. Could be frustration too, but we got a fumble.
Well, so much for our sustained drive.
Yep. But again, that's one of those full speed reps that you want to get. That's a kind of a staple of the Turk offense.
Well, you have film now.
Yeah.
You have film, and you don't want this stuff popping up in a close game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to, now you got stuff to go work on in practice that you can go clean up.
We do have a penalty on the play. We got a...
it's against the Turks, too.
It's going to be I believe, a targeting. He did one of those point to the head things. I'm not sure. I didn't see the end of the play. I was watching the two guys that were down, so I'm not sure what exactly happened on that, but I don't believe at the high school level that's a automatic ejection. They have no way to replay it.
Yeah, well, I could go back later and look at it when I get home, but
But it is a personal foul, which is probably going to be about half the distance to the goal. Actually, you know what?
is it against them?
It's against them. So maybe somebody coming into the pile trying to put a block on.
Well, who had the ball when it was all said and done? I
They
think
did.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess it was from maybe like a blindside block. They are talking to us. And they did
They've got their
point-
captains too. They've got several players in the huddle from both teams.
Yeah. and no
I think
official.
no, there's
there's
an
one.
official there. I think this is a fellas.
Yeah.
You've got 6:55 to go. Let's behave ourselves.
So, hey, here's the deal. No, we are defense. It was after the possession. So it's Evergreen ball, 1st and 10 at their 40. That's a illegal procedure that didn't get called.
Fedig pulling up giving a good hand out to help the opponent up. What do you call? What do you call here? You haven't been able to run the ball lately.
You're gonna roll out and have the quarterback keep it. Or drop the snap and have the quarterback keep it.
Well, that works. That'll get you a few yards.
Yep, down close to the 1st down. I believe it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and
Well, we're getting to that point. We're getting to that point of the game where we have to get our TurkPride.tv player of the game.
I've been thinking about that.
And
A lot of scores, different people.
you know, a lineman scores on a 70-yard 80-yard touchdown on a pulls the ball out of the
It was a 90-yard touchdown.
was it 90 yards, pulls the ball out of the running back's arms and runs it back for a
and
touchdown.
outran all of his blockers.
Yeah, and that's my clubhouse leader right now. Ernie
That was
Tofi.
Yep, Tim Dilger, the freshman, on the tackle.
So every time you say the freshman or the sophomore or the young player, it just makes me happy that these guys are getting these kinds of reps.
Absolutely. Well, you know what makes me happy? They're freshmen. Tim's getting some reps. We saw Jovi out there earlier. They're getting reps, but they don't have to. Like in the past, we've had kids, I believe, that have gotten reps as freshmen that weren't ready to play as freshmen. But they were needed because we didn't have the depth. Tim's out there now getting those reps because he can play at that level, not because we're shorthanded and we need it.
Timeout. Obviously, we're getting some votes for Jacob Fedig or TurkPride.tv player of the game in the chat room. Games like this are hard to give out that award because you don't really know where to go. But when you have an outstanding play like that, you just have to just go, well.
Well, when was the last time you saw somebody strip tackle and run 90 yards for a touchdown and it was a lineman?
Never. Not at the high school. I mean, I saw it happen in Little League when I played Little League.
junior in 8th grade. I think you did the game. We were playing Kings here.
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
did that.
Yeah. Junior reached right out and did it.
That wasn't a lineman. I think he was at the safety position when that happened. But, we talk about linemen like he's not an athlete. I can see that. He's a good baseball player, too. He plays on the varsity. Jacob Fettig.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure if he wrestles or not. No, he's not a basketball kid.
I think he does wrestle. I want to say he does, but and the fact that I don't know if he's a wrestler or not is bad on me because I love my Turk wrestlers.
Oh, we got 4th down here, 4th and 6. Quarterback rolls out, throws it. It's intercepted, and that is Derek Feltner. That has got to be a penalty.
They're not going to call it.
Oh, you got to call that. He was
I
2
don't
steps
see
out of bounds when he got hit. Coaches are doing the right thing and getting their kids under control, but that's a penalty. I don't care what the score is.
Well, I agree, 100% agree it's a penalty, but I didn't see him pulling a flag on it.
He was running out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, he hit him almost to the green across the white.
Yeah. And there's some talk going on out there. This might be the time, if I'm the Turks, to, maybe mix in a few kids too. You never know how a play like that is going to affect the remaining 4 minutes of the game.
Well, what do we...
So here we go. We got, it looks like, pretty similar. Hayden Murphy's back out at tight end. We got Van Pelt moving to the running back position instead of Feltner. Angels at the wing. I think we got Keegan Arnold out there at the Z with nobody on him. They're not going to throw it, but
It's too bad. If they could have looked over there and audible to it.
I think they know we're not going to throw, and they're just stacking the box. Caden did a smart thing there. Kind of rough exchange and just say, I'm going to go down and live to fight another play.
Well, I'll tell you what. In practice next week, they better do this They better do the snap 1,000 times. Yeah. They better get it down. You just can't have that.
Especially you get into a tight game. And these games are going to get tighter as the season goes on. Herald came out with their predictions. Turks are predict take 4th in the
4th out of 5.
Sound out of 5.
4th out of 5 teams. Well, I do know Kings handily handled Lincoln High School last night. We got Ben
Dilger in there at quarterback now.
What a play. Who is that?
That was, I believe, Talek. Yep, Connor Talek.
Boy, he zipped that out there.
Gain of 10 yards and a first down. We'll see if we see it, but you have to watch this kid run. Jamboree last week trucked somebody about 15, 20 yards down the field.
Connor did?
No, Dilger. Ben.
Oh, Ben Dilger. Good.
So Dilger in at quarterback. Van Pelt.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
57, I believe. So we're working in
Moses Mendez. Moses.
Yeah.
Moses from the
Mendez Pacheco sophomore. So
isn't he the one that hurt himself last year?
No.
No, okay.
I actually believe this may be his first year playing football.
Well, so heads up play by that young man.
Definitely working in the subs on the line.
Now we got a minute 51 to go. 2nd and 18. Oh, they're blitzing.
Out to Talek again. Tackled out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Gain of about 12 yards.
I really, really like that throw, that he's got a sharp arm on that. Yeah, Keith Elledge is there on the broadcast, and I agree with you. The same snap problems as reared their head as last year.
That's one of those things early in the season. They can clean up.
Well, I'm glad it's happening now rather than later in the season. I'm sure they'll clean it up.
Dilger keeps it.
Oh, he was really close to just breaking that.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 4. We are too much time here to go into victory formation, so they're going to need to run another play. Hopefully get a first down and then just down it.
Well, that'd be the right thing to do. They got time for one. They're going to run one more play, and then I think that'll be all.
They're hurried up or they're not going to get this play off. Dilger keeps it.
And he's going to go around the corner. He's going to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Turks!
42 yards for Ben Dilger on the keeper.
Left 14 seconds on the clock. Great time to practice your extra point play.
And we are now at a running clock situation. But I believe it's not until after the kickoff.
That is, yeah. So, having a good extra point team to be able to kick it is huge in high school.
And it is blocked, a little low on that.
And I spoke too soon.
You jinxed him.
I did. It's on me.
Turks were 6 out of 7 today.
Keith Elledge, I apologize for jinxing the extra point.
So I don't know on this, on the timing, if it runs right after the kickoff or if it's after the first play it's going to run. Probably after the first play.
I think they'll do the kickoff, whatever time happens on the kickoff, and then they'll run one play, and then they'll. Well, students are having a good time over there. Are we in agreement on our TurkPride.tv player of the game?
I was actually going to say the same thing to you before you brought it up. I mean, there's all kinds of people who we could give it to that had a play that really stood out, but that one stood out the most for me. It just happened to be the timing of it. If it was the first play of the game, it'd be even easier, but can't really control that. It was a great play.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Jacob Fettig. I think we're in agreement there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, get on that. Oh.
Yeah, was all right there.
Step away.
Hate to see that on a last-second type play.
I tell you, that Ty
call that
Green,
too.
he gets my red badge of courage tonight.
All right, guys, let's realize we got somebody down here.
Oh, they're going to call the game's over.
There it is, but we still got a player down.
Yeah.
So Turks travel to Vashon next week. 2 weeks from tonight, they are home against Coopville, and then they've got Sammamish, I believe, the week after here.
So, yeah, we'll have 2 weeks in a row.
And then the last game of September will be at Granite in the Black and Blue Bowl. They've got a new transfer senior from Lake Stevens at quarterback who supposedly can really throw the ball.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for all of us here at TurkPride.tv, Matt, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Anytime.
To talk football or whatever sport it is you want to talk. I appreciate all you do for the community and for the school district and for these kids. And if you guys don't know, Matt is really into the Sky Valley, not Sky Valley, the Sultan Turk baseball program, correct?
Yeah, Sultan Youth Baseball.
Sultan Youth Baseball. And you also run the 3-on-3 basketball tournament that we have here every summer. So for all of your good hard work, thank you.
Oh, you bet.
And
It's fun.
for all of us here at TurkPride.tv, for Diamond Dave and all of our cameramen, Jacob Fedov is our TurkPride.tv player of the game. For all of our sponsors here, you guys have a good night. We'll see you guys on the flip side. #Turks First. Good night.